Well, this is a monumental statement that you have made to propose to cut off diplomatic relations with China. Does this mean that we shall continue to be the tail of the American kite?
No, not necessarily. Alam niyo po, unang-una, cutting diplomatic relations does not necessarily mean war. Second, hindi naman ibig sabihin na pupunta tayo sa Amerika. We can stand on our own, but we can be friends. For example, security arrangement with AUKUS, with Quad, with we can strengthen our relation with the ASEAN. We will no longer be on the economic side of the ASEAN, but also militarily.
Sir, if we cut off diplomatic relations with China, it is a step closer to war, because when diplomats stop talking, then you have to start preparing your army for war. And then, as you mentioned here, sir, you're mentioning military solution already. You said that with ASEAN, we will forge military relationship with them. You mentioned another military arrangement, which is Quad. So, are you now, because for you, we have to cut off diplomatic relations. So, during your term, is our main approach towards China will be governed by the military solution?
Well, not necessarily. When you cut, because we have already 241 protests against China, and yet they do not want to hear from us all those protests. They are just laughing at our back. Now, what I am saying is that cutting diplomatic relations will not automatically. We are not automatically saying to them that we are at war. No, there are a lot of countries in the whole world where we do not have any relation. That does not necessarily mean that we are declaring war with them.
But sir, that's different from cutting an existing diplomatic relationship and, you know, establishing a new one.
Yeah, further to that, Sas, no? Whenever we visit Moscow, always there is, repeatedly, they declare that they also want to pivot to Asia. But they're not quite as blatant as the US declaring so without any beef. Okay, and I think, Dr. Montemayor, you heard my question to Calyodi earlier about the news that Vladimir Putin will have a state visit here in the country. So does that mean that if you propose cutting diplomatic relations with China, that you are open to engaging Russia's pivot to Asia, or particularly to us, especially since it wants a status of forces agreement with us to train with our military?
Well, I haven't heard about that. But if that is the case, I will not only entertain Russia, but all countries who want to have relations with us. And cutting our diplomatic relations will not necessarily during my administration not to resume it again, not to continue it again. No? Well, we want them to listen to us. Meaning, if you will cut it now, maybe after 6 months we can begin again another diplomatic rounds with them. So, meaning, this is a continuing relation. You know, foreign relations is not only, remember that Japan and the United States, they are enemies in World War II. And yet they are best of friends now. So there is no permanency, there is no permanency in being opposite, on the opposite ends.
Sir, if we cut diplomatic relations with China, meron tayong mga OFW sa China. So sino ang kanilang pupuntahan kung sasarado natin ang ating embahada sa China?
Well, sinabi ko nga po, temporary lang. Alam nyo, wala naman tayong embahada sa Taiwan. Pero marami rin tayong OFW doon. So, anong ibig sabihin na? Hindi naman ibig sabihin na ang embassy nag-e-exist for our people. Actually, nag-e-exist ang embassy. That is a structural relationship. Now, merong mga OFW na wala naman tayong embassy. Di po ba? Maraming bansa sa buong mundo na wala namang embassy ang Pilipinas, pero may OFW. So if that can happen to other countries, why not why not in China? So, wag naman po kayong mag-aalala, yung mga nagmamahal, yung mga China file, wag naman kayong masaktan, no? Alam niyo po, mahal din natin ang China. Pero ang tunay na pagmamahalan, walang halong kalokohan.